Hey YouTube, how's it going? This is a video response to Moonlit Night 81. Another YouTube atheist. Most of my videos are usually in response to a YouTube Christian or a couple Muslims. This is about your being married to a Christian woman. I hear you, brother. I have been married to a young Christian woman now for about, let's see, this November will be 13 years. And it is an uphill battle with some of the things, despite the truces that you may have. Being married to somebody of a different faith, or a no faith, and if you had a faith, can be very trying. One thing you will find is if you ever decide to have kids together, bits and pieces of that truce will actually go out the window. And this is where the real struggle begins. You see, me and my wife have three beautiful little girls together. Our oldest will be, oh no, she just turned 12 years old now. And then I've got an 11-year-old, or I'm sorry, a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old. When it's just the couple and there's no kids involved, keeping religion out of it is not a difficult thing to do at all. I mean, through the courtship, you will have identified where you stand and where they stand, and you are able to bring certain truces and agreements and stuff to it. And you're able to hold that for a long time. The difficult part is having kids, and when they start moving into an age of being able to understand topics being discussed, trying to give both sides of that story and having not offended the spouse, which when we're talking about this kind of stuff, depending on the devotion of that spouse, can be a battle. It has been difficult, but my wife and I have been negotiating. And so far it's done all right. We have had our large spats about it. Um, but we've been able to make it through. Here's an example of something that happened a couple months back. My youngest daughter had approached me, and she had been doing the church thing with her mom and grandparents for several years, and she was believing everything that was being said, and she approached me with a, why don't you believe in God? And my starting position on that was, sweetie, you don't want to know. And it was like, no, wait a minute, I'm her dad and I'm allowed to have my part in it too. You see, for a long time I had been quiet about it, very quiet about it. But the curiosity, why doesn't dad go with us to church? On a regular basis. See, there are several times that I have on special things to be there more in support for the kids. But finally, when approached, and I showed why I didn't believe, and showed supporting evidence for my side of it, it was amazing to me how the many, many years and years that she had been going through her indoctrination into non-denominational Christian faith, that in about 10 minutes, she's all, I don't believe there's a God. Now, what really threw me, I was just like, are you kidding me? That quick. I thought 10 minutes ago you believed. And she's like, Dad, serious, look. How could there be? And the funny thing is this actually upset me a little bit. But at the same time, I was proud of her that she was able to see through years of indoctrination. And who's got more of an open mind than a kid? Um, and her attitude just immediately went into, well, Dad, what you're saying makes a lot more sense than what they've taught. And it was just amazing that the open-mindedness of a child, not even a decade, could see through it. But part of what upset me was trying to think of what my wife's hostility on that would have been. And she did get upset. But through much negotiation, me and my younger daughter calmed her down. But that can be the hardest part, is if you have kids together and you're in that kind of relationship, whether married or not married, and having kids, and you're of two different types of backgrounds on believing or not believing, or two different types of belief systems. But I guess I must have been doing something at least semi okay, because I'm still married. Um, no threats of leaving or anything like that, but it is trying. I think one of the harder parts about it is her parents are both so deeply involved in their church, and I really do love my mother and father-in-law. Conversations we have, and what have you. Um, they're great people. I think they're led astray by this, but nonetheless, they are some really, really great people. In fact, I've even helped out with different events at their church. When they were building their new church, I did some construction work to assist, and when they were doing some help raise money types of things, I did a magic show for them on stage. It was a blast. It's a pick your battles kind of thing when you're in a relationship with somebody of a different religion or no religion or whatever, wherever you're on the opposite side. But you can get through it. It takes work, it takes patience, and it takes forgiveness, but you can make through it. Anyway, it's somehow magic, and I'll talk to you all later. If you got any more questions about it, I'd be happy to do another video. Don't tempt me, though, because we all know that I can get into these long videos. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.